What's up? Let's golf. Actually, let's eat golfers. Let's participate in golf, not by playing the sport of golf, but by partaking.
The likelihood of catastrophic risk scenarios wasn't really considered when developers built a golf course in a flood zone.
Did they consider the likelihood of shark attacks? Alright. So, today, let's pull up our Shark Quest Shark Log. I'm still bioelectric, as you can see. And what kind of, this doesn't scroll very fast. Oh, there's some golfers. Or possibly not golfers.
These rich people parties always end in a fight over whether a poodle wheat and terrier mix should be called a woodle or a weedle.
Alright, I guess we're going to have to set aside our anti-golf crusade and go after some people who are not at this moment playing golf, but merely could at any time golf. The suburbs. Oh, this will be fun. Because eating a bunch of people, like, in their sort of peninsula thing here is going to be really unexpected, right? Like, you don't think a shark is going to do this to you. And then the shark starts kind of lurching up and down the street. You're probably very surprised. Particularly as it's also bioelectric. Oh, swimming pools. They could be helpful so we don't suffocate. Okay, this is actually not going well. There we go. Phew. Breathing. Alright, I gotta be a little more careful here. Just consume a delicious healthy fish before eating like humans, who are basically junk food. So being on land isn't the easiest thing to do, although I did recently gain access to a new upgrade, which is increases your amphibious capability. So maybe I should try that out soon. Perhaps this episode will have a bunch of...
Our bull shark is unaware. The noose around its neck tightens, thanks to a crack team of shark hunters.
Yeah, right. Actually, the shark hunters are fairly dangerous right now, but that doesn't mean they're going to get me.
Let's put down this shark, huh?
People left. I wonder who is giving out the shark quests. Like, who is the person, entity, or organization that wants me to eat specifically 8 of these people and give me bonuses if I do so in full minerals? Hunters found me. Well, let's ignore them. The thing is, they can't really get to me in the suburb.
These rich people parties always end in a fight over whether a poodle wheat and terrier mix should be called a woodle or a weedle.
Yeah, even as an adult, you don't really get a lot of land time, so I am going to try out that evolution. Although if I can survive, I'll go and experiment with becoming less aquatic. Or amphibious or whatever.
Around here. I'll find you. Anybody else see that?
Even by going through here. Alright, I can't travel to my lair until the bar runs out. Ah, an apex. Maybe I should take on the apex before changing evolutions. As being able to breathe on land more easily won't help much with fighting a big shark, or a big small shark.
The Sultan of Speed, the Mako.
Yeah, fast. I noticed it was eating a golf ball. I really like this area, Golden Shores. I regret not having, well, I was going to say I regret not having videoed more of it, but I don't really care about that. If you, the hypothetical viewer, like the area, you might regret it. It's amusing the rich people stuff juxtaposed with the being by shark stuff.
Part of what conjures the alienness of the shark is its lack of a skeleton.
There are two Makos there, unfortunately. Not just the big one that I've got to go after, the Apex. There's also another. There's a dangerous situation. Let's see if I can maybe isolate it a little more. They call this thing the Sultan of Speed, but this is as fast as Barracuda. Anyway, bull sharks forever. I think Mako is also a Japanese name. Yeah, thrash.
Fast and aggressive, the Mako is known as the peregrine falcon of sharks. But as the peregrine is a land-based bird, this designation means nothing to the Mako.
And it also means nothing to me, a bull shark, who is known as a bull of sharks. Family update. Okay, got a new quest. Scaly Pete stuff, presumably. How is that guy going? I've got to take off his other hand at some point.
Back aboard the Cajun Queen, family tensions are at an all-time high.
Kyle, what's wrong? Can you catch no reef?
I can, but this one's like 20 feet.
15.
Whatever.
Can't do it. I'll come out there. I'll do it. The old man with one hand.
Yeah, well, maybe you shouldn't be mutilating baby sharks.
I agree with that.
What you say?
Nothing.
Boy couldn't catch in a diaper. He telling me how to hunt a shark. Believe that?
I mean, I came down here thinking it'd be a good opportunity for some father-son bonding. But now, I don't know. I might start looking for another summer job.
Has he considered the job of being shark?
Not everybody made to be a fisherman. I just hope this whole university thing works out for him, yeah?
Oh, that's nice. Neither of them is a totally stubborn guy. Well, hopefully it makes them taste better. Look at the name of the next quest. Shark of Constant Grotto. They're really stretching at times. Alright, but before I head out to a new grotto, I've got to try the Amphibious thing. So, as you can see, I've got an O2 meter ticking down. Right, I can eat these people. I love it, but
Distinguishing between public
can't do it
and
very
private
long.
beaches.
Narrator talking there about our disrespect for property.
The shark returns to the grotto to focus on personal transformation.
Yes, that is why I'm here. Alright, so I noticed we got bone fins just now. That would be interesting to try out. Evade. There's another active one? No, I see. Damage resistance and ramming damage. Okay, so that's another kind of fighting hunter boats thing. That could be useful at some point. Probably don't need a ton of proteins right now. Let's try replacing that with Amphibious. Oh man, it's quite cheap to upgrade, but I just don't have a lot of oil right now. I'm calling the yellow protein oil. I've never seen an official name for it. It'll do. The yellow nutrient, sorry. So, massive bonus to survival time on land, and a smaller bonus to land speed. That's pretty good, maybe. And so now's always good. Health is good, going fast is good. Oh, I also have shadow fins to try out. These things are just not very high level at the moment, though. I'm sticking with the bioelectric for a bit. At some point, hopefully, I'll get more nutrients. Alright. So, we want to reach a new zone, new area of the game. But also, I want to try out exploring some bits of land, see how far inland you can really go. So one reason I like this golf course area is the sort of land exploration stuff is feasible because there are a little island. So kind of you can jump across here and then get to a lake. I've always been intrigued by that weird kind of trash mountain thing. I wonder how close we can get to it. Don't mind me. Just a snack break.
While hunting bull sharks was made illegal in 1997,
what?
many shark hunters get around the rule by not caring.
That's a great way to beat a rule. They're sending out shark hunters already. I guess it was a pretty impressive attack I did there. So where are hunters? Over there. Barracudas are no longer a threat. Well, the hunters are over there, so I can probably keep exploring this side of the key. That mountain thing. Whoop. One thing you might notice is I'm an adult, and a large adult, but my level up bar on the top right there, sorry, bottom right, has an indicator above it saying Fight Scaly Pete. When I became an adult, before I actually evolved, there was a line down there saying Return to Water. So I guess
The hunt
that
ends. But
my
this is a mere
shark's
pause
power
in the
level
eternal struggle
is
between
effectively
man and
blocked
nature.
on some story thing happening. Fighting a Scaly Pete. That's really okay, the hunters give up. This does look like an area I can get to. In fact, is it even where I'm meant to be going? No, not yet. That's where I'm meant to be going. Interesting, so I will get to go there. Is that thing up there? That gate thing. So, I've seen one of those that looked more accessible. Maybe it wasn't really, but it looked like it was. I'm actually, yeah, keeping up with the theme of exploration. I've got to go to that gate. Get to Caviar Key. Allegedly I'm in combat though. Not sure with whom. Maybe a Muscalange got above its station once again. There it is. Thought so. These fish are vicious. They would just go for you. It doesn't work out for them. But they don't care. Alright, now I can fast travel. So yeah, this gate in Fortic Bayou may
Quiet
have had...
space is the ideal stage for the shark to meditate and harness her pure potentiality.
It may have had pure potentiality. Now, what I'm saying is it may have had an accessible looking control panel. Let's go and find out about that. The shark's fin is clearly starting to look more dangerous these days. Oh hey, it's these boots I wasn't tough enough to destroy when I was a baby shark. Can I smash them up now? Yes. With the boom set, presumably, I would smash these things more easily. Yeah. Thank it. There's no actual people here, despite the big bees thing. I wonder... Site closed due to alligator outbreak, yeah. What is the shark outbreak? Where does this go? This is... Dang. Probably shouldn't be doing this. You can really go a long way inland.
Caviar Key
What the?
features painted sails, a luxury 5-star resort built over the remains of Tunamacha, a pre-Columbian city
die.
that was once host to the most advanced civilization in ancient America.
Oh. So, that leads toward Caviar Key as well. That said, there was sort of a barrier which I didn't seem to be able to get past.
Some shark species practice cannibalism in utero.
So let's head in the same direction as before, but to the official gate this time. The game does have its collectibles, but what I'm not sure is whether it has secrets per se. Like, despite the surprisingly extensive modelling of off-water areas, I'm not really expecting you'll be able to, like, reach some place you otherwise couldn't. Oops. That's not the right way to go. The Bayou is very ugly. Of all the zones I've been in so far, it's the ugliest. But I do like the music here. Just soft ambient twangs, banjo-like stuff. I don't know if there's such a thing as Cajun music, but if there is, this is probably that. Oh hey, I wonder if we can make this kind of jump now, which I once thought to be sort of super impossible. Yeah, it's easy. It's easy. Like, all that matters. Okay, so gate. Okay. You gotta go north, go south. I keep forgetting the actual name of the city here. See something. It doesn't really matter. The setting is cool looking, but it's lore or whatever. It's not really something you're necessarily supposed to pay an enormous amount of attention to. Not something to which you are supposed to pay an enormous amount of attention. Alright, so here's the gate I remember. I don't think this was actually ever on camera. Ah, that switch thing up there is on the other side, unfortunately. I reckon these are one-way gates, that once I've got to the other side of any given gate, I'll probably be able to go through. But let's try it. It looks like they had possibilities. Getting the angle right isn't easy, but I need a combination of height and angle to make this work. Holy shit! It's time to call a spade an Atlantic
spade. The water along Caviar Key is frequently described as gin clear. Which reminds me, go for another Singapore sling.
Okay, so you totally can, like, sequence break. Once you're big enough. Oh shit. I almost fell back in.
Bayou has long been a favorite go-to spot for catfishing.
Because what I need to do now, I think, is hit that switch. Ah, no! God damn it!
Vegetation salinity zones in this area include fresh marsh, intermediate marsh, brackish marsh, and saline marsh. The resilient bull shark is able to navigate all of them with ease.
The thing is, the genie's out of the bottle now. I know I can do it. It's not easy, but I can. There we go. Now, just freaking...
Yes, it's quite beautiful here. Unfortunately, bull sharks can't see color.
You can't lock onto and attack that thing for some reason. Maybe I'm missing some kind of ability or power that I don't have yet. Well, I guess technically I don't need to unlock the gate if I can jump over it. Let's explore this region that I'm not meant to be in yet. Or at least not required to be in yet. Actually, I might be multiple zones away from where I'm meant to be. Well, let's hang around a bit and sequence break. What is this doing? What? This barrier won't stop me. I'm a jumping shark now. Could have sworn I saw... Yes, I did see those. You want those?
Some sharks are scavengers, indiscriminately consuming anything that's vaguely edible.
So the whole map is sort of open to me now.
Lacking a swim ladder, the shark must continue swimming or it is.
Look at this high-level turtle. That'll provide me a lot of minerals, nutrients. 60 is actually a huge number. Still, it's some. Not sure where I even want to go. I might try and make my way to the first icon I was originally trying to reach, but from another side.
Ain't this a more water?
Yeah, I'm really liking this extra oxygen thing. Cool exploration experience. Don't worry guys, I was after the license plate this time. Balloon. So this is like the heart of the city. Well, the heart of the waterfront of the city. Welcome to the Scientific Symposium on Sharks. What? A loading screen.
Prosperity Sands features glittering white beaches fenced off for the sole enjoyment of the ultra-rich, mega-rich, and super-rich. Shark hunters have close friends or family members who have been eaten or half-eaten by sharks.
I wonder whether they survive being half-eaten.
Fellas, we got a shark we need to put down.
And they're mad at me again. Now that is the ocean, the Gulf of Mexico.
What's that here?
You can tell which ocean because the oil rigs. Well, sure, let's head out into the open sea. At this point, it looks like the whole map is open to me, and I can reach the mountain thing that I was interested in. And the whole thing seems to have level scale, basically. So that's probably fine for me to go basically anywhere. Though the story, such as it is, will continue to lead me through destinations to some sort of order, I assume. And by doing this, I have essentially ruined the narrative flow of the game, but that's okay, there wasn't any. It's just sharp. It's fine. It's fine to be a shark. Why are there tikis here? It's some kind of resort. Fair enough. Or theme park? Still, I feel like this is way more Pacific than Atlantic, this theme stuff. Well, let's see how close I can get. Ah, it's an invisible wall. Damn it! Only allowed to go so far onto the land. I bet that guy didn't expect a shark here. It's kind of the common theme of a lot of people's encounters with me. Oh, a swordfish. I want to see this underwater. Yeah, that's cool looking. I'll find it. So there's some kind of other stuff in these zones, but relatively speaking, everything is almost super high.
The bull shark demonstrates the importance of getting enough minerals in her diet.
Yeah, that's why I think the blue one is called Minerals. It's being alluded to. Hammerhead. Oh shit, there's like other types of shark around now. I'm still the best though. Ooh, that'll be an interesting one to try and get.
The battle is over, but the war goes on.
Maybe. I could also take the bridge up. Better just finish off this thing first. Delicious. Alright. Easy. Sort of. Doable. no other way I could have got there. I probably would have been distracted by eating this guy. This is really kind of egregious
Once those
behavior.
gills get dry, it's time for the shark to return to the
This level of amphibianism is kind of out of character, or out of species, I should say. Should I swim out to an oil rig? Just kind of exploring here. It's like, oh, map regions. I would like to know how to open those gates. I'll probably learn how probably at some point.
A bounty has been posted. The shark will have to be cautious until the hunters grow bored.
Thankfully this happens very quickly.
Man of Breeze is complaining of shark attacks. They'll reach into their pockets real good for you, hunters.
Oh! Something's on me, I
Down
think.
this shark, huh?
Maybe not. Oh, that's pretty. These underwater formations. Also lucrative. Gulf. In theory, what would probably the reasonable thing for me to do at this point, speaking as a shark, would be to continue on in this direction, swim out into the ocean, and not come back. Like, why am I actually hanging around this one region of Louisiana? Well, I know why in reality. It's, by reality I mean, fiction. I know why in the narrative. It's to fight Scaly Pete, to get revenge.
What's up, Flamingo Joe's? First off-brand cinnamon rum is on me.
Okay, what
With
is
little
this thing?
fanfare, another bounty hunt comes to a close.
That looks scientific. Whoa. I don't remember the ocean having this. Holy shit. It's a great white shark. Can I fight a great white? Possibly not yet. I think I probably could actually if I'm careful. And if I charge a little by eating seals. Oh no, the one thing I swore never not to do. Okay, I'm not compromising my principles there. Need to find something else to eat as a matter of urgency. Oh shit, there's more great whites. Okay, this region is... goes... somewhat dangerous. It's moderately dangerous. It's dangerous to my principles. I hope the game doesn't give me questies. So this is unlocked. Legit, I ate a great white shark. Well, that was statistically improbable. Okay, let's make our way back to where we're actually meant to be, which is there-ish. Sapphire Bay. Interesting as the deep ocean is. No, this is actually deep. This is like the edge of the Atlantic Ocean, which you can't actually go out into because there's an electric fence surrounding America, I guess? Maybe the rest of the world just kind of got sick of their shit and fenced the country in. Maybe it's to keep sharks out. So, sails in my way. Oh, whatever. I don't care about this.
Port Clovis's most disreputable citizens have
That's the
converged
name.
on the area.
Port Clovis. And the happens back. But I can just dive out here. That's a good thing about the ocean.
I'm on this bounty.
Oh no! Oh, that was close. I apologize to this seal which I've bitten. I just kind of literally swam into my jaws. It's interesting. Something. These caves really do proliferate. The hunters don't realize how little attention I'm paying to them.
World of the sea, performance-enhancing mutagens provide benefits that could mean the difference between life and death. Hunger is a driving force for the
What a
bullshit.
delicious region.
No
Series of
one
sea
can
caves,
tell
the
what
boxes
may
of
be
protein
found in
powder.
a shark's stomach. It's truly the ocean's garbage.
I wonder if I can actually get out ever. Yes. Delicious turtle. Ooh, nice boat. Man, I suspect that thing will be protected by the electric fence, but if it isn't, that would be an interesting challenge.
Pier 1's Bird Dog Grill is famous for its endless platter challenge, featuring a dozen oysters, 1 full rack of ribs, 6 sausage links, half a barbecue chicken, and 25 spicy wings.
Delicious, if improbable. Huh. This is almost reachable. The Queen Barry. Maybe if I can evolve from a top adult shark level, I'll contemplate challenging this beast someday. So Sapphire Bay is the westmost of... God damn it, I've forgotten the city's name again. The narrator said it like 5 minutes ago. Port Clovis. Port Clovis. So the westernmost part of Port Clovis is actual ports is Sapphire Bay, which has this cool looking lighthouse in it. It warns oncoming ships not to approach the rocks. No one warns them not to approach the shark. And there's a bunch of interesting looking funfair ride stuff. Some sort of desert island, which again would be more home in the Pacific. More at home in the Pacific than the Atlantic. No, actually, the Caribbean has plenty of this kind of landscape. Biome ecology. Let's go looking for a landmark.
If only someone had done their 6th grade reading assignment, perhaps this tragedy could have been avoided.
It's a Lord of the Flies reference. These amphibious mutation rules. It's like I'm basically playing a slightly different game now. One where sharks can fly. And walk. Though the online reversal is still difficult. I'm not done with the land yet because I saw something up there. Not just the lighthouse, that was also seen. Oh, this may be... Oh, no, it's not biting off more than I can chew. Because nothing is. I'm a shark. I can chew anything. There we go. Gotta get out of here now. Oh shit, rocks. I didn't expect the rocks. Phew. Too many turtles.
A shark's sense of smell is simply astonishing.
Is it? I guess it would be a primary sense for them.
The solitary hunter stumbles upon another source of nourishment.
Port Clovis skyline. Absolutely no idea if it's a real city. Also, what is that thing? Some kind of electric tower. I've almost reached the actual grotto. Just down here, it looks like. Oh man, there There are so many seals around. I suspect that to a shark they're delicious. But what I keep coming back to is that on some level I'm not actually a shark. I'm just playing a game. I like seals.
Once more, the shark turns back to this place of centered calm.
Okay. So next up in the story is some stuff. Carnivals, motherships, yachts, parrotfish. Meanwhile, I've opened up, well, the entire map, basically. So I'll poke around and look at some things. There's some challenges to do, some peats to scale, some evolutions to upgrade. And I hope you'll rejoin me for some of these things in the future. Thanks for watching.